Hello, dosto. Welcome back to the current affairs and also places in news. West Africa, this is very important both from the current affairs point of view, also for the geography. Why it is so? Okay, let's discuss in this session. So, West Africa, what is happening here? West Africa is going through the crisis of democracy. Why, friends? What kind of crisis of democracy? So, these regions, they are facing lot of economic troubles, poor human developmental indicators, friends. These West Africa countries are facing pure HDI, problems of the human developmental indicators, like poor economic growth. There is problem of the poverty, unemployment. All these situations are going on. As a result, because of all these factors, there was lot of resentment against the government. होता है ना इंडिया में भी, अगर समझो कि गरीबी है, अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, so people will revolt against the government. There also it has happened, and so coup took place. That means military government, military people, they have replaced the government, and the people also supported it. So coup happened. These things are happening from the time period of the 2020. From the time period of the 2020 till 2023, these things are happening. People also supported it. But there is also a group called the ECOWAS. So what is this group is called? Let me tell you. So this ECOWAS is a regional group that is established for the support of the West African states. Primarily, this consists of the 15 nations. I think it is 17, if I'm not wrong. Just need to check 15 or 17. Please mention it in the comment box. Okay. So it is the goal of this ECOWAS is achieving the collective self-security as well as the economic development. Now, this ECOWAS, because these West African nations, they have went against the democracy, they have started to impose the sanctions on these West African nations that are going through the coup. But when the military coup is there, when the sanctions was imposed, already these West African nations are going through the problems of the poverty and unemployment. Now, because of these sanctions, these problems got aggravated. And these nations, now they withdrew from the ECOWAS. Now ECOWAS said, okay, चलो भैया, हम sanctions withdrew कर लेंगे, हम reduce कर लेंगे. Okay, because this is going to cause severe security crisis. Now these nations, they withdrew from the ECOWAS and they have formed their own alliance. Who are these nations? Especially Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Niger. These three nations, they have formed the alliance of the Sahel state. Very important from the IR point of view. The countries that has formed the alliance of the Sahel states. If you can see here, okay. So the countries that are which are going through the coups are Guinea, Mali, Burkina Faso, and the Niger. And Burkina Faso has also one important notorious terrorist group that is causing so much of the violence in that region is Boko Haram. Okay, so that is also one of the important notorious organization that you need to remember. Now, can you see here the West African countries, especially the countries that are present in this Sahel region. So here I have mentioned what is the Sahel region as well. Geographically, the Sahel region is important from the geography point of view. So you might be you might have studied about the savanna ecosystems from the topic of from your GC Leong. Now, what are the savanna? These savannas ecosystems, they are primarily named based on the grasslands. Savannas are nothing but the grasslands. Such kind of grasslands are found in the Sahel region. Sahel, if you can see here, this is the Sahel. This whole countries are falling in this Sahel. The north part, this North Africa part is known for the desert. Okay, Sahara desert. I have given here. See here, there is a Sahara desert. To the south of the Sahara desert, Sahel region. And the Sahel region is known for as a semi-arid. This is the desert. You need to remember this regions and these regions as well. Very important. This is a Sahara desert. This is a semi-arid region. And these regions are known for the equatorial climate. Okay, friends, this thing you need to know here. And Niger is also having one of the largest uranium. They are one of the important producers of the uranium. And you also need to know this Nigeria, Chad regions are important for the oil resources. In fact, all these areas, so we are talking about the resources, friends. All these areas which I mentioned, this Gulf, this is known for oil resources. And Mali, important point that you need to remember, Mali and the Ghana, you need to remember is they are known for the gold. That is also another important point that you need to remember here. See here, friends. So gold in this region, it is found in the Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Ghana. Uranium, Niger. And this Guinea also has one of the world's largest bauxite reserves. Chart, like I said, oil. Okay. So some other oil important regions in the Africa, West Africa, North Africa, Central Africa that I have given, you can go through. Okay, friends, these are the things currently that is in the news in the West Africa. So what is the things if I have to revise? So West Africa, it is going through military coups. What is the reasons that are because of these things? So why it is going through this thing? Because of the economic and the social and the political crisis. Right? Because of these things, because of this crisis, people did not support the governments of those regions. As a result, coup has happened. But these military coups were invited sanctions from the ECOWAS. As a result, they came out of this ECOWAS, and these military coup regions, they have formed new bloc, alliance of the Sahel region, Sahel states. Okay. So this is the important points, and also we have gone through the important resources in this region. And you need to remember, try to remember these countries: Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, the Sudan. See here, Burkina Faso. This is the Burkina Faso, and here you have the Guinea, and here you have the Nigeria. Okay. So chalo, let's move forward. Boko Haram. This is having the important, notorious terrorist organization, which is the part of this Burkina Faso, which I have already mentioned. ECOWAS and the alliance of the Sahel states. Question can come from this area for the upcoming exam. Apart from this, what else we need to know? Okay, so cocoa recently, because of the same, we have already discussed about the Ghana. This area is known for the gold, we have already discussed, and because of this illegal gold mining, and this region is also facing worse forms of the climate change and global warming. Okay, this entire area, this region, okay, let me show you here in this map. Okay, so here you have the Ghana. Okay, this entire area is facing the warming up of the water. When the water gets warmed, as the temperature rises, oxygen holding capacity of the water will be reduced. So this is the first point. As a result, biodiversity will be reduced. Second, the fish present in this region are generally the fish is the cold-blooded animals. So as a result, the temperatures of the water rises. In order to regulate their body temperature, they move into the cold water zones. So fish are moving from this area. So as a result, it is intensifying the poverty and economic crisis present in this. As a result of all these crises, there is instability is going on, and this region, especially these three places, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and the Cameroon, are known for global cocoa production. 70% of the cocoa comes from primarily these three things, these three areas. Very important that you need to know. Ivory Coast, Ghana, and the Cameroon. Especially these two. Okay, 60% comes from the Ghana and the Ivory. So crisis is going on. As a result, cost of cocoa is also increasing. This is the point that you need to remember. Apart from this, cocoa also comes from the Nigeria as well as the Cameroon of the Africa, and also Ecuador, Indonesia, and the Brazil. So we got to know the distribution of the cocoa. Now, why cocoa is found in this region? What are the conditions that suits the growing of the cocoa? The temperature should be 21 to 32 degrees centigrade. We have this thing in the GS1, friends. Factors of localization of the industries as well as the climatic conditions suitable for the various cropping patterns that is there. And also in the current affairs, this can be asked. So temperature should be 21 to 32 degrees centigrade, and rainfall should be 100 to 250 centimeters, and there should be good amount of humidity and well-drained soils and rich in the organic matter. These conditions are suitable in the areas above the 10 degrees and 20 degrees north and south of the equator. So 20 degrees, if this is the equator, till here, 20 degrees north, and 20 degrees south. In these areas, these are the suitable for the growing of the cocoa. So don't we find such kind of scenario in the India? Yes, we do find such kind of scenarios, suitable conditions in the India, especially where we get the higher rainfalls in the Western Ghats, like in the regions of the Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka. Okay. However, the plantations that are present in the India is not as big as the Africa, and so our production is little low, very low. Okay. So this is another important point that you need to know, friends. Some another important thing from the geography point of view that you need to remember is the Niger River. It is third largest river. What is the first and second longest rivers in the Africa? We have already discussed about the Nile River, friends. In the future, we will discuss about the Congo River. Okay, so we will come to that. Before that, we will discuss Niger River because this region is primarily flowing in the West Africa, friends. See here, if you can see here, this Niger River, it originates here and finally its mouth is in the Atlantic Ocean, forming the delta in the Nigeria. This is the Nigeria. We have already seen this thing, Nigeria, Niger. This is the Chad. See here, Lake Chad is also there. So this region, it has its mouth here, sorry, source here and mouth here. It is forming the crescent shape, friends. That is the important point that you need to remember. Okay, it is finally it is joining in the Atlantic Ocean. Mali is also important for the gold, which you have already seen, and these regions are also known for the important petroleum and the oil things we have already seen, friends. I hope this initiative which I am taking up is helping you, friends. So we have discussed the places in the news, especially West Africa places in the news, and we have also discussed about the important IR based locations like ECOWAS and also AES, Alliance of the Saharan States. We have discussed these things, and we have also seen the Niger River, and we have also seen the resources. Friends, if this initiative is helping you, please comment in the comment section. I'm trying to do more frequent videos. If students are liking this initiative, it will encourage me to do more such videos. I'm trying to do more number of current affairs on the YouTube. Please share these things with your friends as well. Okay, friends, thank you. And material will be shared on the PDF as a PDF on the Telegram channel. Take care, guys. We'll meet you soon. Bye bye.